The galaxy had always whispered about humanity. They were a peculiar species, fragile yet relentless, scattered across star systems like dust in the wind. To most civilizations, humans were an enigma, a species that thrived on chaos and invention, capable of both breathtaking beauty and unspeakable destruction. But no one truly understood them until the day they snapped. It began with silence. For centuries, Earth's ambassadors had pleaded for peace, for cooperation among the stars. Humanity wasn't alone. They shared their corner of the cosmos with dozens of other intelligent species. Some were benevolent, others indifferent, but many saw humans as little more than pests. Resourceful, yes, but ultimately expendable. The Galactic Council, a coalition of elder races, dismissed human pleas for equality time and again. "You are young," they said. "You will learn." But patience has its limits. Captain Eris Voss stood aboard the Aegis, a sleek warship hovering at the edge of the Andromeda expanse. Her crew was tense, fingers hovering over controls, eyes glued to monitors displaying fleets from every corner of the galaxy. This was supposed to be another diplomatic summit, a chance to negotiate trade routes and territorial boundaries. Instead, it had turned into something far darker. "They've surrounded us," muttered Lieutenant Kale, his voice trembling. "Every faction, even the ones who claimed neutrality." Eris clenched her jaw. She knew what this meant. For years, humanity had been pushed aside, ridiculed, exploited. Now, it seemed, the Council had decided to end the problem altogether. Hundreds of ships formed a blockade around the Aegis and the small fleet of human vessels accompanying it. There would be no escape. "Orders, Captain?" asked Commander Rhea, her tone steady despite the storm brewing outside. Eris took a deep breath. "Signal all ships. Prepare for whatever comes next." As if on cue, a transmission crackled through the comm system. A cold, imperious voice filled the bridge. It belonged to Chancellor Vorath, leader of the Zentari, an ancient insectoid race known for their disdain toward younger species. "Humans," Vorath began, his words dripping with condescension. "Your insolence ends today. You have squandered our generosity, violated our laws, and disrupted the balance we worked millennia to achieve. Surrender now or face annihilation." The crew froze. No one spoke. The weight of those words hung, heavy in the air. Eris stared at the screen showing Vorath's chitinous face. His mandibles clicked impatiently as he awaited her response. Slowly, she leaned forward and activated the mic. "You think you can crush us?" she said, her voice calm, but edged with steel. "You think fear will make us kneel?" Vorath sneered. "Fear is irrelevant. You are outmatched, outnumbered, and outclassed. Your defiance is meaningless." Eris smiled, a sharp, predatory grin that sent shivers down her crew's spines. "Then watch closely, Chancellor, because history will remember this moment. What happened next shocked the galaxy. Deep within the hulls of the human fleet, hidden compartments opened. Massive devices emerged, glowing with an eerie blue light. These were the Apex engines, technology so advanced that even the oldest civilizations couldn't comprehend how it worked. Humanity hadn't built these engines. They'd stolen them. Decades earlier, explorers had discovered remnants of a long-dead precursor civilization, buried beneath the ice of Europa. Among the ruins lay schematics for machines capable of bending reality itself. The engines roared to life. Space-time warped around the human fleet, creating ripples that spread outward like waves in a pond. Enemy ships froze mid-flight, their systems overwhelmed by gravitational distortions. Weapons fired wildly, missing targets as physics unraveled around them. Stars dimmed and flared unpredictably, their light bent and twisted by forces beyond understanding. And then came the message. A broadcast transmitted simultaneously across every frequency, in every language spoken by sentient beings. "This is Admiral Solon Grayson of the United Earth Fleet. Hear me now. Humanity is done asking for respect. We are done begging for scraps while you feast on our labor. From this day forward, any act of aggression against us will be met with consequences you cannot imagine. Leave us in peace, or prepare to face oblivion. The transmission ended. Silence followed. Chancellor Vorath stared at his monitors, unable to process what he was seeing. Entire squadrons of Zentari cruisers had been torn apart, reduced to drifting debris. Other factions fared no better. The once mighty armada now resembled a graveyard floating in the void. "What? What sorcery is this?" he stammered. "Admiral," Grayson's voice returned, colder this time. "This isn't sorcery. This is science, and you're welcome to try stopping it, if you dare." News of the battle spread like wildfire. Within hours, every inhabited planet in the galaxy knew what had happened. Humanity had drawn a line in the stars, and no one dared cross it. The Apex engines became legend, whispered about in awe and terror. Some called them God's tools. Others deemed them abominations. But one thing was certain. Humanity was no longer weak. In the months that followed, Earth flourished. Trade agreements poured in from species eager to curry favor. Borders expanded as former enemies sought alliances. Even the Galactic Council extended an olive branch, though their tone carried a newfound deference. But humanity didn't stop there. With the Apex engines under their control, they set out to reshape the galaxy, not through conquest, but through innovation. Planets ravaged by war were restored. Star systems teetering on collapse were stabilized. Slowly, the scars of centuries began to heal. Yet amidst the triumph, Captain Eris Voss couldn't shake a lingering unease. As she gazed out at the endless expanse of stars, she wondered if humanity had crossed a line of its own. Power, after all, was intoxicating, and forgiveness was fleeting. Still, she reminded herself of the truth behind Grayson's words. They hadn't started this fight. They'd simply finished it, and no species would ever forget the moment when humans finally lost their patience.